So in our program, we're going to add some variables so that way our Among Us guy can move left and right. Now the first step you always need to do is you actually need to create your variables. So I'm going to start by using the var xPosition. And because I drew this in the center of the screen, I'm going to save myself some math and I'm going to put at 200. Then I need to identify what functions actually have an x. So stroke weight, if I'm not familiar with it, I can go into the documentation. It's under the color section, and I can see, well, stroke weight is a thickness. It's not an x value. So in this image, while it looks a bit complex, the only things that you're going to add your x values to are the rectangles and the ellipses. Everything else just adjusts the color or the thickness of lines. So we find our values. Now, if you start typing, you'll start to see it highlights the values for you. So we want to use our xPosition. So all we need to do is we find out the difference. So 286 minus 200. So that value minus that value gives us a difference of 86. And since it's bigger, we add. So we add our offset. That offset is just the value there. So here, this gets replaced, xPosition, you can see it drops off the screen, plus 86. And you'll notice our backpack is in the right place. So then I move on to my feet. This one is 118. Now I don't care if you have to use a calculator. You are more than welcome to if you need it. I'm more interested in you getting the process. So here, it has a difference of 85. This one is smaller, so we subtract the offset. So this value here is xPosition minus 85. Here, I can see it because it's 200 compared to 220, so I know that it has a difference of 20. So xPosition plus 20. Here, it has exactly 200. So there is no difference because 200 minus 200 equals 0. So I can just put the xPosition right in. So if I keep going down, I can ignore our fills. So here it's 172. Get that difference calculated. So 200 minus 172 equals 28. So we can see that it's smaller. So we add. This is xPosition plus 28. But you can see I've made a mistake, and that's fine if you make a mistake because you can tell it moves the wrong way. So actually, if it's smaller, we have to subtract. But it's completely fine to make those mistakes because you can tell them right away because your image changes. So I keep going down. I've got 3 lines of code left. Once again, I don't have to do anything but the rectangles and the ellipses. Here it's 159, so 200 minus 159 gives me a difference of 41. So once again, it's smaller. So we subtract the offset, so that is xPosition minus 41. And all we've got left is that final value, 2 values here. So 200 minus 123, that's 77. So it's smaller, so subtract it. So here it's xPosition minus 77. Here we can see it's bigger. The difference is quite easy to spot. It's 27. So it's xPosition plus 27. And then when we think we're done, all you need to do, and you should be doing this as you program, is you change it, and you should see that the whole shape moves.